Hey kids, good afternoon. How are you today? So who's here? Who's on the chat? Today we are doing the timeline. Hello Miley, good afternoon girl. Hello Ethan. Ethan, you didn't prepare the timeline. I did not, Ethan, I did not receive your work. Hello Manon, good afternoon. Manon, you did not prepare the work for today. Hello Andrea. Andrea, you did not prepare the work for today. Um, Hello Leana, good afternoon girl. Miley, I corrected your paper and it was very short. It was too short. You need to write sentences because it is not very clear. Ethan, did you not see the homework? Because on Pronote last week, hello Carla, good afternoon girl. Hello Anaël. Anaël, you did not prepare the work for today as well. Carla, I corrected your paper this afternoon. It was excellent. It was perfect. Hello Manon, good afternoon. Manon, same, you did not prepare the work for today. Look, on the left, you can see this is the timeline. Hello Nathan, good afternoon man. Nathan, you did not do your homework. You had homework for today. Okay, so for today, I asked you to prepare the timeline. This is the timeline. Is it clear? You understand? Time is, minutes, hours. Hello Augustin, good afternoon man. Hello Andrea. Hello Carl. And a lot of you did not prepare the work. So I have prepared an exercise for those of you who have not done it. It is a timeline of the history of the United States of America. And there are questions. Okay, so what is the name of the period? You can see the period in yellow here or in orange, and it is before. You understand? Before 1492. What is the period? What is the name of the period in American history? In American history, before 1492. I say in American history because some of you said this is the Middle Ages. You understand? Middle Ages. In Europe, it is the Middle Age, but in America, it is not the Middle Age because there are no castles, there are no kings. It is not the Middle Age. Is it clear? Do you understand? Do you understand? Is it clear? There is no Middle Age in America. It is not the name of the period. What is the name of this period? This one, before 1492. Go on, guys. Any ideas? Hello, Jules. Good afternoon, man. Jules, I corrected your paper and it was really good. Jules, we are just beginning the timeline. So, hello, Emma. Good afternoon, girl. Emma, I corrected your paper and it was a little bit bizarre, Emma, because you used your history class to describe the history of America. And as I was explaining, in America, there is no Middle Age because in America there was no king, there was no castle, there was no feudal system. You understand what is the feudal system with the king, etc.? There is no king in America. So in America, there is no Middle Age. It is improper to talk about a Middle Age in America. So my first question is, what is the name of this period? What is this? Come on, boys and girls. Is my question not clear? Hello Yanis, good afternoon man. Come on! Question number one! Nathan. Nathan, pourriez-vous mettre le cours en diaporama comme avant les vacances? C'est ce que j'ai fait, Nathan. Yes, Carla, it is pre-Columbian America. So this, sorry, okay, this is pre-Columbian America. Okay. Is it working? I don't understand. What is going on? Augustin, what is the period for the French and Indian War? It is not Indiana, because Indiana it's either the name of a character in Indiana Jones or it is the name of a state in the United States of America. What is the period for the French and Indian War? Vous voyez pas là? Moi j'ai marqué des trucs sur le document, là, ça apparaît pas chez vous? It's broken. Wait a second. This is broken. Okay, this is good. All right. Pre-Columbian America. The French and Indian War is 1754. Yes, Augustin. All right. So this is the French and Indian War. What is the other name for the French and Indian War? Because there are two different names for this war. The French and Indian War. Okay, so that's correct. All right. Is it working if I go like this? Let me check. Is this okay? Is it working? Test. Yes, this is working. Okay. 1754. Okay, can we hurry up? This is very slow. Guys, can you give me the answers? What is 1492? What is 1754? What are the dates? What are the dates? Here and here. What is this? Come on. Come on. Can you help me? Nathan, je ne comprends pas. Tu n'as pas trouvé sur Moodle? Nathan, regarde. Sorry. Laisse-moi quitter le plein écran là. Voilà, on va y arriver. Nathan, quand je vais sur Moodle, ça c'est le Moodle. Ok Nathan. Là, tu as tout le cours de quatrième. Ça c'est le cours Moodle de quatrième. Tu descends en bas ou alors à droite. Regarde, à droite, tu vois, il y a marqué chapitre 6. Tu vois, je zoome un petit peu. Chapitre 6, c'est marqué A Brief History of the US. Tu cliques là-dessus, Nathan. Voilà. Les États-Unis sont le plus grand pays du monde, blablabla. Et ensuite, tu as tous les cours qui sont affichés dans l'ordre, Nathan. Et là, ce que je vous ai demandé de faire, c'était timeline. C'était ça qu'on avait à faire pour les vacances. Alors, Ah, des réponses, enfin. Anaëlris, 1750 pour le deuxième carré. No, it is not correct, Anaël. Sorry, girl. Anaël, this is... Oh, here. No, it is not 1750, Anaël. La découverte de l'Amérique. Yes, Manon, can you make a sentence in English, please? After 1492, it is 1607. Yes, so this is... Sorry. This is 1607. That is correct. So 1607 is the English. The English found their first colony, and the name of the first colony is Jamestown in Virginia. And the second, this one here, it is, as Manon says, 1732. 1732 is 13 British colonies have been founded in North America. What's the name of this period? The period in green? What name did you put here? Nathan, good. All right. What about 1000? What is this? 1000. What is this? In English, please. The 13 colonies. Yes, Jules, that's perfect, man. All right, let me go like this. 3. The 13 colonies. That is good. Okay. So the 3 different periods are pre-Columbian America, the 13 colonies, and the French and Indian War. Do you remember what is the date for the end of the French and Indian War? There was a peace treaty. The end of the war. Leana, it is not 61. I understand why you say 61 because the name of the war is the 7 years war, but the peace treaty was not in 61. It was in 63, and I know it is very bizarre because it is 9 years, but it is 63. Yeah, 1763. Okay, so that is correct. Here in the red bubble. I'm going to write war erupts. And this was in Carla's and Ambre work. They wrote war erupts between the European superpowers, and that was very good. War erupts between the European superpowers. Okay, and during pre-Columbian America, who lived in North America? Who lived in North America in this period? What is 1000? What is the year 1000 for North America? Jules, Columbus discovered America. That is correct. Columbus discovered America. All right, good. 1000 and who lived in America during pre-Columbian America? 2 more questions, and then we have this one, the green one at the top. This year. The Vikings. Yes, man, in 1000, a Viking discovered North America. The Vikings, they discovered North America, but then they left. They abandoned North America because their colony was not very good. It was not solid. Jules says, the first Europeans to discover America were the Vikings. Yes, Jules, that is absolutely perfect. Let me modify this. I'm going to modify. Okay. The first Europeans. The first Europeans to discover America were the Vikings. Yes. Okay. What about this one? This year? Who lived in North America before the Europeans arrived? Who lived in North America? Les Augustins, les Anaël et tous les autres, là, pourquoi je vous vois pas, là, pourquoi vous me proposez rien du tout? Vous faites quoi? Vous dormez devant le stream? Les gens que j'entends pas, les Emma, les Anaël, les Augustins, les Yanis, les Andrea, il est fait le travail, hein. Pourquoi vous me donnez pas les réponses? Parce que là, on y passe 4 heures alors que le travail, vous l'avez tous fait. Andrea, Manon, Ethan. Come on. Yes, Indians lived in America. Yes. Jules, I am going to write American Indians or Native Americans. American Indians. American Indians lived in America. Like the Navajo, the Cherokee, okay, all right. Hello, Bimo. I don't know who is Bimo. Good afternoon. Anael, Spain mostly had colonies. What are you talking about, girl? Anael, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe here, Spain had colonies. Maybe, I don't know. Il nous reste la dernière question. La dernière question, c'est celle-ci. Et ma question, c'est pourquoi est-ce que les Européens sont partis en Amérique? Une ou deux raisons. No one. J'ai eu une copie sur laquelle c'était excellent, mais je me souviens plus quel élève c'était. Alright. Okay, let's continue. Let us continue. So now part 6. Okay. A brief history of the USA. What is? Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry. 1 minute. La case tout en haut. People wanted a better life. Oh yes, Jules. That is what I wanted. That is perfect. Andrea, yes, absolutely. That is perfect, girl. Andrea says because they wanted to practice their religion. Yes, Andrea, absolutely. People wanted a better life. Jules, that is perfect, man. And to find a better climate, not really, Jules. That is not the reason. They did find a better climate, but it was not the reason. The reason was to practice their religion, and they wanted a better life. Yes, absolutely. So let me just complete on this. Okay. They wanted people wanted a better life. Okay. And Andrea said They wanted to practice their religion. Yes, absolutely. Good, excellent. That's perfect. And Augustin said to earn money, to make money. Yes, that is correct, because in Europe, these people, in Europe, they were peasants. You understand? Peasants. It was very difficult to make money. It was difficult to make money. And they thought, in America, I can make money. I can earn money. So, Augustin, that is absolutely correct. So, that is one more reason to make money. Or to earn money. To earn money, Augustin, is perfect. Absolutely, this is correct. Okay. So, now let's continue. Part 6. Part 6. Okay. A brief history of the USA. Before we start, because it's been 2 weeks, it has been 2 weeks since the last lesson. So I put previously on, you can see at the top, and I'm going to discuss what we did last time because it was a little difficult, and I think maybe it is a good idea if I explain again. So, the last lesson was part 5, the Treaty of Paris and taxation in the colonies. So last time we said the Treaty of Paris was the end of the French and Indian War. It was in 1763, and the French and Indian War was between France and Spain on one side and England on the other. And they fought using Indians. Okay, they used the Indians. You understand? The war was not. It was not between the French and the Indians. It is the French on one side and the English on the other side. They used the Indians to fight. Is it clear? Do you understand? There were, if you want, there were English Indians and French Indians. Okay, is it clear? That is why the name of the war is the French and Indian War. Okay, so in 1763, the English, the British, won the war, and they signed a peace treaty, traité de paix entre le roi d'Espagne, le roi is the French king, le roi d'Espagne et le roi de la Grande-Bretagne, conclu à Paris en février 1763. All right. The Treaty of Paris, it meant the French had no colonies in North America. They just had Quebec, but Quebec was very small. So after the treaty, you can see Great Britain is the proprietor of most of North America. But the king declared, the king proclaimed, you see, a proclamation. The king declared that this part, the part in green, is only for the Indian. It is reserved for the Indian. It is not for the colonists. You understand? There is a red line. This is the red line. And the colonists, they cannot go west. Okay? It is not allowed. It is not authorized. Okay? So this is called the Great Proclamation. It is after the Treaty of Paris. And the reason there is a proclamation is because the King of Britain is afraid of a new war, of a second war against the Indian. Okay, the king does not want a war with the Indian. So he says the country in green is Indian only. Okay, is it clear? If you have questions, if it is not clear, please type it in the chat. Okay, do you understand? And as you can see, the red line, it is the Appalachians Mountains. The Appalachians is a very big mountain. All right. After the war, the king decided. This is the king, as you can see. He decided to tax the colonies. So in 1764, there was a tax on sugar. You know what sugar is? It's what you put in your tea or in your coffee, sugar. In 1764, there was a tax currency. Currency is a synonym for money. There was a tax on money. In 1764, there was another tax on stamps. Stamps is what you put on a postcard, you know, or on a letter. On a letter, you put a stamp. Okay, so in North America, there was a stamp that was used by the British. You can see the stamp here, and it was a form of tax. In 1677, there were new taxes on glass, oil, paint, tea, etc., etc., etc. And the British colonists were very not happy at all. The British colonies said, no taxation without representation. What this means is, you see, this is the British Parliament. You understand what a parliament is? A parliament is where you create the laws of a country. You understand? Where you create the laws, where you decide the laws. And what the American colonist says is, if you take my money, I can decide the law. Is it clear? Do you understand? No taxation without representation. Representation in the parliament. Clear enough? Les gars, les filles, ce que je suis en train d'expliquer, c'est un petit peu compliqué. N'hésitez pas à m'interrompre. Si c'est pas clair, vous m'interrompez. Alright, and then we discussed two different events, the Boston Massacre and the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Massacre was in 1770. British soldiers shoot and kill 6 American colonists. Is it clear? They shoot and kill the colonists, and the colonists, they protested the taxes. You understand? To protest is just, I am not happy with the new taxes. Is it clear? And in 1773, so this, it is in response, in answer to the Boston Massacre. The Sons of Liberty, disguised as Indians, they throw British tea into the water at Boston Harbor. The harbor, it's where you put your boat. Do you understand? Where you put your boat? In French, it is le port. Okay, so they throw the tea into the harbor. All right. And now we have part 6. Part 6 is war is brewing. Brewing, it's when you put hot water, you understand, hot water into the tea and it makes bubbles. Brewing. Is it clear? Do you understand? War is brewing. And this chapter, there are 3 topics. The Boston Tea Party. So we just discussed what the Boston Tea Party is. It's the Sons of Liberty throwing the tea into the harbor. The intolerable acts, and the Continental Congress. Okay, so this is an extract from a website, okay? And the website is history.com, okay? History.com, is it clear? On the website, this is very long and a little difficult, okay? So this is a little too difficult for you. So I chose extracts, and I made this, okay? So this is the short version, the simplified version, okay? So all of this, it is not, okay? It is not my text, okay? The text is from history.com. Do you understand? So you can click if you are curious. If you're curious, you can click on this, there is a link, and if you click, it opens the website. Okay. Now on this paper, there are three different parts. Okay, the French and Indian War, blah 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 blah, and then there are questions. Okay, there is a text on the left. You can see there is a text. On the right here, there is vocabulary: broad, expensive, blah blah blah, anger. And in the bottom right here, there are questions. Okay. So for the next class is on Thursday. For Thursday, I want you to read the text and answer the questions. Okay. So there is one text, two texts, three texts, and four. Okay, and it's always the same. In the top right, there is a vocabulary, and in the bottom right, there are the questions. Clear enough? So this is your work for Thursday. Do you understand? So you can go on Moodle. Okay, Moodle. Here you can see part 6, War is Brewing. Nathan, this is the exercise. Okay, so this is for Thursday. Is it clear? I want you to read the document and answer the questions. Okay, and then the questions, they are on the document. As you can see, the questions are here. Here, okay. And then if you click on Moodle, there is quiz. The quiz is right here. Quiz, part 6. And you click on this. And then you can type in the answers. Is it clear? When you type in the answers, please answer in English. And please make sentences. Is it clear? Do you have questions? Questions or no questions? Jules, il y a un travail de compréhension. C'est un travail de compréhension que je vous propose. Donc cette fois-ci, je ne veux pas le lire parce que je veux que ce soit un travail de lecture pour vous et non pas un travail d'écoute ou un travail de visionnage. Tu vois. Donc j'ai quand même mis des illustrations pour aider la compréhension, mais ça reste principalement un travail de lecture. Donc c'est pas moi qui fais la lecture cette fois-ci, c'est vous qui faites la lecture. Maïli, c'est pour jeudi le travail, donc tu as largement le temps de le faire. Et il y a une dizaine de questions si je dis pas de bêtises. Alors, attends. Sorry. Ouais, il y a une petite dizaine de questions. Donc, 4 textes à lire. À chaque fois, il y a un petit peu de vocabulaire, quelques illustrations, et en bas à droite, les questions. Si vous n'arrivez pas à tout faire, vous n'arrivez pas à tout faire, c'est pas la fin du monde. Ici, c'est un travail de compréhension écrite, avec ensuite un travail de restitution. Ok pour vous? Et tant que j'y suis, pour le quiz, on doit faire des phrases. Oui, Augustin. Tu fais des phrases en anglais. Cela étant dit, alors je vais me dédire, mais, ce que je veux, c'est que tu fasses des phrases en anglais. Si réellement tu es perdu, que tu sais pas comment faire, tu réponds en français juste pour me montrer que tu as compris. Mais normalement, si tu as compris, tu seras capable de me faire une phrase en anglais, parce que si tu as compris, ça veut dire que tu as repéré le vocabulaire dans le texte, et par conséquent, tu es capable de faire ta réponse en anglais. Donc ne sois pas feignant. Si tu es capable de le faire en anglais, fais-le en anglais. Yanis, c'est une excellente question. Je ne sais pas. Yanis, ça sera noté de toute façon parce que moi je vais recevoir ton travail et puis je vais mettre une note et puis la note je la mettrai sur Pronote. Jules, Yanis, c'est comme tous les trucs que je vous ai fait faire précédemment. Je ne sais pas si vous avez vu sur Pronote, à chaque fois que vous avez fait un travail comme ça, je vous ai mis un résultat sur Pronote et puis je vous ai mis une compétence. La vérité, c'est qu'en l'état actuel des choses, on ne sait pas si les notes elles seront conservées ou si elles seront pas conservées. Donc, je fais une évaluation de votre travail. Vous, ça vous permet de voir si votre travail il a été bien fait, s'il n'a pas été bien fait, ça vous permet de voir si vous avez compris ou si vous n'avez pas compris. Euh, Cela étant dit, après, est-ce qu'il y aura des bulletins au troisième trimestre? On ne sait pas, on n'est pas capable de dire. Jules, le travail est sur Moodle, donc tu vas au même endroit que d'habitude. Le Moodle, il est là. Je peux mettre le lien directement dans le chat. Voilà. Et l'exercice est tout en bas. Cela étant dit, pour répondre à ta question, Yanis, d'une manière plus complète, si tu fais pas le travail, je viendrai pas chez toi pour te forcer à faire le travail. Moi, je vous propose du travail. D'ailleurs, j'espère que vous trouvez que le format est intéressant. Je sais pas s'il l'est. Euh, c'est la première fois qu'on travaille tous de cette manière-là, donc c'est un petit peu compliqué. Euh, Moi, ça me paraît intéressant, mais si c'est trop compliqué, si c'est trop abstrait, je suis pas fermé à l'idée de faire autre chose. Ok, est-ce que vous avez encore des questions? Est-ce que vous avez des commentaires? Sinon, je vous dis à jeudi. Donc jeudi, on fera la correction du travail que je vous ai proposé là. Au revoir maintenant, à jeudi. Alright, Anel. See you on Thursday. Goodbye, Augustin. See you, man. Goodbye, Andrea. Bye, Manon. Goodbye, Diana. Goodbye, Emma. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Have a good afternoon and see you on Thursday. Bye bye.